Welcome. Today we're diving into an extraordinary tale of survival that defies the odds. This is the story of Juliane Koepcke, a young woman who survived a plane crash in the Amazon rainforest and endured 11 harrowing days alone in the jungle. Her story is one of resilience, determination, and sheer willpower. Let's get into it. Juliane Koepcke was born in Lima, Peru in 1954 to German parents. Her father was a biologist and her mother, Maria Koepcke, was an ornithologist. Juliane grew up surrounded by nature, often accompanying her parents on research trips into the jungle. This early exposure to the wilderness would later prove crucial to her survival. On Christmas Eve, December 24, 1971, 17-year-old Juliane boarded Lanza Flight 508 with her mother, heading from Lima to Pucallpa, where they planned to join her father at his research station. The flight was supposed to be a routine one-hour trip, but it quickly turned into a nightmare. As the plane flew over the Andes Mountains, it encountered a severe thunderstorm. Lightning struck the aircraft, causing it to break apart mid-air. Juliane, still strapped into her seat, plummeted over 10,000 feet into the dense Amazon rainforest. Miraculously, she survived the fall, likely due to the thick canopy of trees that cushioned her landing. When Juliane regained consciousness, she was alone, injured, and disoriented. Her collarbone was broken, and she had deep cuts on her legs and arms, but she was alive. She realized that she was the only survivor, and that her mother, who had been seated next to her, was nowhere to be found. Despite her injuries and the shock of the crash, Juliane's survival instincts kicked in. Drawing on the knowledge she had learned from her parents about the jungle, she set out to find help. She knew that her best chance of survival was to find a river, which could lead her to civilization. For 11 days, Juliane trekked through the unforgiving Amazon rainforest. She had no food, just a bag of candy she found among the wreckage, and her injuries made every step agonizing. The jungle was full of dangers, venomous snakes, insects, and the constant threat of infection from her wounds. But Juliane pressed on, driven by her determination to survive. One of the most remarkable aspects of Juliane's journey was her resourcefulness. She used the knowledge her parents had taught her about the jungle to find water and navigate the terrain. She followed small streams, knowing they would eventually lead to a larger river, and avoided drinking stagnant water, which could have been deadly. On the fourth day, Juliane heard the sound of planes overhead, but she couldn't see them through the thick jungle canopy. She realized that her only chance of being rescued was to keep moving. Despite her weakened state, she continued her journey, fighting through exhaustion and pain. Finally, on the 11th day, Juliane stumbled upon a small hut used by local woodcutters. Inside, she found a can of gasoline, which she used to clean the maggots from her infected wounds. Shortly after, the woodcutters returned, and they were shocked to find her alive. They treated her injuries as best they could and took her by canoe to a nearby village. From there, she was flown to a hospital where she was reunited with her father. Juliane Koepcke's survival story is nothing short of miraculous. She was the sole survivor of Lanza Flight 508, which had 91 people on board. Despite the trauma and loss she endured, Juliane went on to study biology, following in her parents' footsteps. She later published a memoir about her experience titled "When I Fell from the Sky," which has inspired countless people around the world. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss our new videos. Stay tuned for more incredible stories from history.